This is a little recap of the Grand Prix and the 56 race. And so I think there needs to be some, I guess, clarification. Caleb side says, what's your side of the story?
My side of the story starts yesterday. One car broke down on the way to race.
Mm-hmm.
It ran out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Alternator quit charging.
Yep.
Its battery died. And once they were out of the sight of my rear view,
Yep.
I went down, looping around, burning up my race fuel.
87
to come
at
back,
best.
And to aid the fellow driver.
Yeah.
And that was it. It's just what you do.
And that was.
But going into today, we knew there was a gasoline deficit.
Mm-hmm.
So someone gets up, goes to town by himself.
Yeah.
Gets 93. I knew it was what he told me because it was clear. It wasn't amber colored.
Mm.
And out of that 5-gallon bucket, in my mind, I thought 2.5 go in your car.
Mm-hmm.
2.5
goes
in my
your
car.
car. Yep. Yep.
No, that's not what happened. All of it went in his car, and the rest of it he just poured right down the throat of his carburetor just for good measure. So we go to get lined up.
Yeah.
I did fail to make one more safety precaution.
What would that be?
That is, my car has no hood latch or grill. And
That's a gasser. That's a gasser. I mean, it's a gasser.
And I did not make sure the ratchet strap to hold my hood down was in place. So.
Mm.
And again, right after the race, because from the beginning, it's video evidence. What's the rules of this race?
Yeah.
There's no rules.
What? I just said, hey, go.
And you was always talking about, you can get the hit.
Yeah, you can get the hit. I mean, that's fine. You get the hit.
You can see your hood rise immediately afterwards, all like 20 foot of it.
Okay.
Started to rise. So I got the hit. I give it that.
Mm-hmm.
And like any racer, I was going to leave 265 or Saginaw all over the road.
I agree.
I power shifted second gear like it was nobody's business.
Yep, and then you left the fucking hood.
And then as I was getting about halfway through second gear, my hood come up, so I deployed my parachute.
Yeah, and which was the hood.
It's hard to
That
tell
was the hood.
in the video, but
yeah,
I have no grill.
I
have no hood latch.
Yeah.
There are physically no tail lights.
Oh yeah.
So how someone likes to state, I was charging gonna blow by you. It looked about like 3 or 4 car lengths to me when I hit the brakes.
Possibly.
Because it darted. Yeah. And plus I couldn't see. When the hood up, it only leaves you about 1.5 inches of foggy windshield to look through. And I hate I crossed the center line.
And I'm gonna stay out of it until you get done with your part, and then you can.
But I will, just like one viewer's already said, a rematch is needed. I will get a ratchet strap and with my hood just like it is, ratchet it back down. I'll go get my own 5 gallons full of race fuel, 93, and pour it in the tank, and pour the rest of whatever I can't get in the tank right down the throat of the carburetor for good measure.
Yeah.
And it was fun. That not taken away from the Pontiac.
Mm-hmm.
The Pontiac's fast. Yeah. It's all fun and games, but being a 69, it's 10-1. That car's got a little cam in it. It has no gear in a Turbo 400.
Yeah.
But once it gets to pulling, it is like a freight train.
Huh?
But I knew that 265, it would zing.
You zing,
and I got gear.
Yeah, you do.
So,
you do. I don't.
So I knew I needed to come off that clutch at what it sounded like because there is no tack. It was like 3,500-ish RPM, and she still had a slight bog off the line.
I'm pretty sure it was way more than that, and it dead fucking hooked. It dead hooked because you did not have enough torque or power.
But one thing, even though a lot of the things that get done may look a little, I don't know, not ASE certified.
Yeah.
But what we did, putting together the rods and adjusting that shifter.
Oh, it works perfect.
Yes. And the mount, everything we did on that 56, because I left that gas floorboarded when I rode the second on it. And if the hood
if it wouldn't have been for the hood, that might have been a different story. I get you that.
And second gear was almost, she was saying like she's to the point of breaking up, and I was supposed to shove it straight to third in the hood.
You just never had the opportunity.
Because I was gonna let it eat.
Yeah.
And if it blew up, it'd just be blown up.
Yeah. And I'm kind of glad too, because my brake kind of has a fading point. so if I would have actually gone any faster and you would have swerved over my lane, I probably would have wiped you out. So,
yeah, it was. Looking back, probably need to bleed the front left a little better.
Yeah.
Because when I went into a panic stop, she darted around a little bit. Back's good. We got the back yesterday bled. I think the back's fine.
Yeah.
Front, she's a little darty. Coming to a panic stop.
Yeah. Panic stop? Why'd you have to come to a panic stop?
Well, my windshield is very foggy from 70 years of age.
Oh, well, other than the...
And the hood was obstructing all but the bottom inch and a half. And then my windshield wipers are kind of up a little bit.
Yeah, I think they blew up in the...
and they have pine straw all in them. So
oh, yeah.
About the inch and a half of vision was slightly obscured.
I see where that shit would have gotten your way.
But I am glad you ran out of gas last night, because my hood would have blown up last night.
And that would have been way...
It had just been dark.
Oh, yeah, you would have way ran into somebody's yard in Mexico.
Racing anything like that, we're not condoning it.
No, we're not.
We are in our mid-40s.
Yeah.
And we've been doing dumb stuff for a while.
Uh-huh.
If you can't tell, that was the deep country of Mexico.
Yeah.
Deep countryside.
Yeah. Right around Tijuana. Yeah.
And even though I was at the top of second, probably doing about 48 miles an hour.
Yeah, and I was about 35 at mine, but trust me, I would have gapped his 48 real quick, like if I would have had, about 10 more yards.
When it comes time for round 3, I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
I'm coming after you. Brakes are going to be bled. Hood is going to have a ratchet strap on it. And I'm just rolling gears, man. I'm not looking back. So if you die, hiccup. Oh, and then my hood come up, but again, I can't be the center of the story.
No.
I can't be the center. Someone else's car had to break down. The needle and seat gets stuck. Start shooting gas all that top of his carburetor.
Yeah, it did, and we had to actually work on this after said hood got messed up. I mean, twice, because mine did have that problem because it ran out of gas, and so it was one of those things where like, it wasn't used to having fucking gas in it, and so had to beat on the carburetor, and but yeah,
and what I thought was a little bit of spark scatter on top of second gear. I don't know how harsh he was turning. It's 265. Could have been, I don't know.
Pretty sure.
4,500 could have been 8,000. I don't know.
Pretty sure it's pretty
But seeing that as soon as I got on the dirt road and was coming up the hill to the house,
and
it ran out of gas. I was probably leaning out because someone didn't share gas this morning.
Yeah.
Right before a feature event like that.
So
they're going to bogart the gas.
So needless
and I'm
to
just
say,
looking at the gas can like, hey man, I thought we both out.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I didn't know I was going to be penalized for not riding to town.
I didn't know that I needed to give the competition gas. I mean, next time I will, we'll think about it, and I'll bring you a gas can too, because I thought, hey, next time I'll tune the competition's car. Maybe I'll put you 10 degrees retarded timing. I mean, I don't know.
That just get me more RPM, baby.
Yeah.
Zing, zing.
I think it's already retarded enough, but.
Zing, zing. But it was fun. It looks dumb. It looked nice. Well, I mean, the hood coming up into what could have been traffic, which it was not.
No, yeah.
Definitely could have been dangerous, so I don't condone doing dumb stuff like that, but...
It was in a controlled environment.
It was in a controlled environment. And looking back to our late teens, early 20s when we did this dumb stuff, and it was at the end of a neighborhood.
Yeah.
We have improved.
Yep.
Our dumb competitions.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You know, when's the last time we raced?
Shit.
64 station wagon.
Yep, exactly. With the K5 Blazer. Yep.
Busted his ass then.
He did. You know, he did.
2 spark plugs.
Well, you did have a yep.
That 283 wagon.
Well,
Zing.
Yep. I had a K5 2-wheel drive 69 K5 Blazer.
But the 56 will probably never be fast for whatever reason. I kind of like the 265.
That car's actually fast. I mean, it is quick.
And it runs great. It had a decent... The hood looked good, but it was pitted on both sides. It was a lightweight. It didn't have any major dents until today, but still the hood wasn't in that great a shape to begin with. And the way that the bolts pulled out of where the latches were... it wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
But luckily, the cow's not beat.
No, yeah, the hood, the roof, the windshield, nothing got any.
It did not
damage.
bust my completely fogged windshield that needs replacing, and it didn't dent the hood.
Yeah.
The top of the car, roof of the car.
Yeah.
So all in all, I think they're, you know,
It's great.
if anything, I won the first race due to forfeiture.
Yeah.
And
Possibly.
second one, if you want to be a baby about it, I did cross the center line out of, you know, a dangerous situation. So we'll let you have that one.
I got you. So we're tied.
Yeah, since there's no rules.
Yeah.
Since there's no rules, I did cross the center line. No rules.
Yeah. But I mean, that goes with anything. I mean, really and truthfully, you gotta kind of say, hey, you can't cross into my fucking lane when I'm.
In my rear view, you were back there.
Yeah, I was back there, but I mean, if you would have
charging-
looked,
all that hard charging you thought you were doing was me getting on the brake.
oh, my bad. I just saw your hood pop up like you probably would have outran me if your hood wouldn't have popped up and slowed you down.
Oh, I was gonna give it hell to the other stop sign and probably run off in that ditch.
Yeah, right beside Open Sound's mailbox.
Fluting on this fire.
Well, guys, I guess that's enough on this.
But just to recap, in case anybody was misinformed, since he was the only one talking in the video, you got one side.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
You only got one side.
Now we have both. I won the race. His shitbox. Not only.
And I mean, it's just like Pooh. Winning by default is still winning.
Yeah.
If that's how we like to win, these
I
days.
guess if you scratch, you scratch. If you know.
I crossed the center line.
Yeah.
Parachute deployed.
No, there was no parachute. That was a hood deployed.
I was on fire.
Ricky Bobby.
I was on fire.
he was on the ground rolling around, Ricky Bobby.
Then I ran out of gas coming right up the hill.
But luckily, since then, we've made it back to Lynette from Mexico.
Long drive.
Yeah, it was. So, you know, everything's good now, but there will be another video, I'm sure. So, as of right now, we got us a fire. We got the best drinks ever. That's Keystone. And
I don't know. You was acting like you were drinking Bud Light earlier today.
we got Keystone, and Keystone does not sponsor any of these videos, by the way.
Keystone or Solo Stove.
Yeah.
No sponsorship.
Yeah, we don't have any sponsorship, but
if anybody wants to